That's the materials needed for a booby trap.
Be careful out there.
Tell me, what
Yeah.
if I have anything, I'll let you know. Hey, Adam.
That shop is closed.
I can see that. What happened?
It must have upset someone. Ogs, Diwali, who knows? But buildings don't just spontaneously erupt into flames. There's always a reason.
I'm looking for Nomad Stanek.
Sure you are. So, is this official? I knew the old man's past would finally catch up with you. Who you with? Local? National?
I can't tell you that. If I did.
You'd have to kill me, right? I knew it! The old bastard really stepped in it this time. Anyway, you won't find him in that ruin. He must have fallen behind on his payments.
Did you see what happened to the shop?
I see everything.
And what happened?
This little accident is clearly a message to Nomad. When you borrow money, pay it back.
Was he having money problems?
If you're borrowing money from the Valley, you have money problems.
You said something about his past finally catching up with him.
Playing dumb, As if you don't already know all of this. The demonstrations, the sabotage, they used to call it activism. Now they call it terrorism.
What was he protesting?
Everything. Anti-globalization, the oil industry, boycotts, sit-ins. A real agitator.
Any idea where I can find him?
Oh, well. Prague's a big city. Might be anywhere. Guy could spend days searching if he didn't have a solid lead.
Yeah, I see where this is going.
Listen, I'm providing a service here. It's only right I get compensated. You know what I mean?
This is important, sir. I need to find Stanek before something bad happens.
Are you threatening me? You can't go around threatening people just because... I'm an influential guy around here. I know a lot of sensitive information.
I can tell. Someone like you knows everything that happens in the area, don't they? Fingers on the pulse of the city, right?
Exactly. People need to know. They come to me. And they treat me with the respect I deserve. Know what I mean?
Well, I need your help. Couldn't do it without you. I can't go into details, but you'd be doing a huge service to the city. Maybe even the world.
The world, huh? I knew it! I knew I'd hit on something eventually. Stanek's holed up in a small bar in the red light district, across the street from the Red Queen.
The Red Queen. Got it. Smiley, Stanek's shop was torched.
Dead end?
No. I spoke to a local who says that Stanek went to a bar in the red light district, across from the Red Queen. I'm heading there now.
We have a couple of agents in that district watching the Valley now. I'll send them over.
Copy that.
Stop right there, Log. No sudden moves.
All right, now, just take it easy.
Take it easy. After what you did, all those people you killed. No, no way. You are not leaving until I get answers.
Relax. I'm willing to cooperate, so how about not pointing that gun at me?
And let you escape? Or attack me? No, the gun is necessary. It will keep you honest.
Fine. What do you want to talk about?
I saw you there, at the train station, before the bombs went off. Hundreds died because of you.
I was there, yeah. But I had nothing to do with the attack.
Bullshit! You are trying to confuse me, but you won't. I've been watching you, following you.
Following me?
Yes, I saw you on the street. After they sent me home, I recognized you. And what they did, I knew. To make it better, to make it right, I have to stop you. Stop you from killing again.
So you kill me, and what? Become some kind of hero?
No! I am police! I am the law! What I want is justice.
So do I.
What? What do you mean?
I told you already. I'm a cop with Interpol.
You? No. No, that is not possible.
Think about it. If I wasn't, I'd be arrested or worse. Would the state police have let me go otherwise?
I thought the pieces fit. They had to. I saw you on the street. I knew! I knew! Corva! Why did I have to survive? What makes me special? I'm not even hurt, not a scratch. So many others.
Look, I know how you feel, believe me. I've been in the same place you are now. It hurts, and you never forget that pain. But eventually it dulls just enough to let you keep going.
You think? I do not know. It seems...
Find something to occupy your mind. Try to move on.
Yes. Yes. And for what it is worth, I am sorry.
So am I.
Who listens to that garbage?
Dispatch, I have a mounting situation here. Send additional personnel.
You can't dispute taste.
The clockman's clock is ticking.
Good one. Come on, let's blow this place.
Hey, I'm the funny guy, not you.
Nomad, my friend. You're a good man. A good craftsman. But what did I say? Keep an eye out, Nomad. And now, they come to me to care of you. Business is business, my friend. You are a true artist. I will wear it with pride.
To je úžasný. Please worry about New York case. We take control.
Copy. Heading out.
Mr. Jensen, it is...
Ota, I know. I can see your face on the info link. I did the job for Kathleen.
She told me herself. It is the first time we have spoken in... Well, things change, huh? The debt you took for Caller is paid. Perhaps it is now I who owes you the favor.
I'll remember it, Ota.
You do that, my friend.
Are you Vincent Black? It's me, Dobromila. Please, you... No, you are too... I'm sorry. I have made a mistake. I'm waiting for someone.
You really think you should be saying my name out loud in a place like this?
So it is you. Discretion. Right. I'm sorry. But it was your bright idea to meet here of all places. Not exactly the safest part of Prague to... You didn't mention that you were augmented in your description.
What difference does it make?
None, I suppose. And I don't mean to stare. It's just... It doesn't fit with your reputation.
My reputation, huh? Man's not always aware of what people say about him. What else have you heard?
People are wary of you. They say that you are everyone's enemy. Everyone's friend. They also say you are one of the few who has the courage to expose the Diwali for what they really are. I can help with that. But first, I need to know I can trust you.
What kind of trouble are you in, exactly?
You know exactly what kind of trouble I'm in. My husband, Volesta, the operation, you've been digging into it. Come closer. Pretend you're kissing my neck.
Your husband runs a Diwali operation. I'm assuming there are people in here who know who he is. You don't think me kissing his wife might draw unwanted attention?
Flirting is one thing. They expect it. He cheats on me, I cheat on him. But his business is something else entirely. We must be discreet, darling. Please, I'll tell you whatever I can. Whatever you want. But not here. This isn't the time to ask questions. You understand, yes?
We should talk somewhere else.
I am leaving by train tonight. There is a secluded courtyard by the tracks. Shikashka. Go before me and I'll meet you there. I don't want anyone to see us walking out together.
You sure you'll be alright until then?
I've survived marriage to that man for this long. I think I can make it one more night. I'll be okay. I just need another drink to get my courage up and to loosen my tongue. We'll see each other soon. I promise.
You've ruined your stuff.
That guy did fire him.
Huh?
Take his...
Sorry.
Welcome to my place.
Didn't expect to see one of you in here. Not today. You know, with all the trouble.
We're not gonna have a problem, are we?
No. I don't share the sentiment of the ruling class. Just commenting on current events, you know? About the happening in Utulek. So, what can I get you?
I'm looking for Nada Birak.
You found him. You have me at a disadvantage, friend. I don't think we're familiar.
Deputy Inspector Josef Kaczynski of the Warsaw Police Department deals you hardware. I'm interested in what you have for sale.
Never heard of him. And I think you've got the wrong idea about what I do here. I'm just an insignificant bartender.
I get it, you don't know me. I could be police, or worse, right? The return email you sent to Kaczynski said you've been sweating the Diwali lately. Keeping this racket from them is getting harder and harder. You're playing it safe, I get that. But let me assure you, I'm not a threat. I'm a customer.
Email? What are you... Oh, Kozinski, right. I thought you said Kozlowski. Yeah, that makes sense then. No, afraid you've come to the wrong conclusion, though. Yeah, okay. So I buy guns from Kozinski. But it's all deactivated junk. They're antiques. I'm a gun nerd, that's all. Your understanding of my business is misinformed.
Oh, I'm misinformed.
That's right. The only thing lethal in this place is the bar nuts. Look, no harm, no foul, all right? You've misconceived the facts, that's all. It's not the end of the world. I'll tell you what. How about a bottle of my finest cheap whiskey to help clear the air? It's on the house.
Come on, Nada. I know you're slinging more than just booze in here.
What I've got is what you see, friend. Like I said, you're misinformed about what I do here.
Hey, I get it. This isn't something you want to broadcast. But please, believe me, I'm not here to make trouble for you. I'm a customer. I'm here to deal.
Listen, even if I did have something to offer you, and I'm not saying that I do, what assurances do I have, huh? I mean, I don't know you. How do I know you're not a Diwali mole?
Do I look like I have Diwali relations to you? You said it yourself. My kind aren't welcome in this district. You know I took a big risk just coming here to see you. Tell me it wasn't for nothing.
You're right. Maybe I'm being crazy. I just thought... Well, who knows what the Diwalis are capable of. Yeah. You did take a risk coming here. Fine. I'll show you what I have. Frank, watch the place for me. Come on then, follow me.
Hey, nice to see one of you in public. I mean,
Cool glasses.
it sucks the way you've been treated, you know? Especially here. Segregation? That is no.
So I hit him with my car. He doesn't cause me problems anymore. Yeah. Eager to see the good stuff, huh? Well, just hang on. We're almost there. Eager to see the good stuff, huh? Well, just hang on. We're almost there.
Whoa. You got any credits to spare? Or are you planning on spending it on cheap? I know what I would do.
Hey! Kaczynski charges big money to import top-shelf metal like what I got here. Oh, I like to keep this little enterprise away from Diwali's standard 35% take. So, what gets your pulse up? A man of great common sense and good taste. I'm impressed. You know your shit. I knew that one would catch your eye first. Best piece I have.
Think I'll just leave with what I've got.
No problem here.
shall I call it?
Hey, I'm a citizen! I have rights! You cannot detain me without charging me! This I know!
And I know you're gonna sit there quietly and wait with us like a good little watchmaker.
I've got this, Agent Riley. You and your partner can relax for a few minutes.
Wait a minute. I know you. You've been in my shop. What is this?
You have some things to answer for, Mr. Stanek. We have evidence linking you and your shop to the train station bombing.
Bombing? No! I would never. I wouldn't even know where to start. You have the wrong man. I don't have a staff. It's only a small shop. You know that. It's Jensen, right? Your name?
It is. Think, Mr. Stanek. Is there anyone else who had access to your shop?
There's only myself and my...
Your daughter?
No. Look. Take me in. I'm the one you're looking for, not her. I have made bombs for them.
I don't think so. Protecting your daughter is admirable, Mr. Stanek. But you're not doing her any good by taking the blame. You need to tell me what you know.
You're right, I know. Allison was in the military. She always wanted to belong, to be part of something greater than herself. She was such a beautiful child. Gifted.
What happened?
After the incident, she met some people. They said they were her friends, but I could see they only wanted to use her. Parasites, and now they have taken her. You must help! She is not to blame for this. She has been coerced.
Calm down. What do you mean they've taken her?
Allison and I were supposed to meet here tonight. Instead, one of them came by, spewing curses about fleshers and naturals. He gave me a message from her. She was saying goodbye. But she would never. They used her, and now they intend to make her disappear.
Does your daughter have the expertise to do this?
Much more than I do. She was in the military. EOD, they called it. Explosive Ordnance Disposal.
The bomb squad?
Yes. She was happy in the military. They augmented her, rebuilt her to make her better at what she did. But after the incident, she was dishonorably discharged. She was lost.
That's when these new friends found her.
Ugh. They exploited her, and now they plan to discard her.
Your shop was firebombed. People in the area think it may have been the Tavali. Did they ask you for protection money?
Redditch? Nikoladze? No. I make him watches for a discount. I was never a wealthy man, but my shop was well known and respected. After what happened to Allison, Redditch knew I needed all the money I had.
So you worked out a different arrangement. So why would the Diwali firebomb your store?
Redditch is a man of business. If someone makes him a better offer, friendship means nothing to a thug.
What do you know about these friends of hers?
Other than they were augmented? Not much. They only spoke to Allison when they came to the shop. As if anyone unaugmented was beneath them. They kept talking about the Ascension, whatever that is.
Where can I find Allison, Mr. Stanek?
I wish I knew. I would go and get her away from those people. I was about to go looking for her when your goons showed up.
We'll find her. I need you to go with these agents. I'll have some more questions for you.
No! I have to go! I have to help her! She's all I have.
Please, let us do our job.
Find my daughter, or I will!
Smiley, I spoke to Stanek. He's not our guy, but he has a daughter, Allison. Ex-military, EOD. She might be the bomb maker.
So what's our next move?
Stanek says he doesn't know where she is, but I think he's hiding something. The agents are bringing her back. Until he gives her up, this investigation is stalled.
I'll make sure they lead up. See what he knows.
Good. Let me know what happens.
Adam, Janus heard the NSN conversation we recovered.
Hello?
He agrees you two should meet.
Good. Just tell me where.
There's an abandoned tourist information center in the central plaza. Make sure you're not followed. And I got something on Marchenko for you too. Details are on a pocket secretary near the meetup point. Look for a trash bin with a chalk mark above it. You'll find it near the metro.
Got it. Talara, you there?
What is it, Adam? Any word on what happened to Vince?
I just spoke to his contact. A woman he was supposed to meet to get info on some Valley op. Problem is, he never showed up.
I have a really bad feeling about this. Do whatever you can, Adam, to pick up his trail. Let's hope he's all right.
Documentation, please.
Here, enjoy.
Smart ass. ID check BH847. I see. Thanks. You must think you're something special, eh? Get the hell out of here. Who else will take care of it?
Enjoying the sun?
Man, did you see Roscoe's late? He said the Illuminati will be open.
Hold it, Clank. You took the wrong train car. That was for humans. Let's see your documents, and you'd better hope they are all in order.
Bullshit.
These are impressive credentials, but not impressive enough for you to pass as a natural. Don't do it again. Go on. Get out.
Permit. It's not like they did not see me working here all day.
I just came from the Udalek complex, Felice. Golem City. Those people haven't been relocated. They've been detained. And they're running out of supplies, of space, of hope.
I told you. We cannot control how the government handles Udalek. I was not even permitted to recruit there. If I did, I'd fill my quota in 30 minutes.
Shipping everyone to Rabia doesn't mean things would go differently. Augs are being dehumanized. You don't fix that with eco-friendly architecture.
There are two problems with Udalek. A construction problem and an ideological one. Mr. Brown learned from past mistakes, and now we have checks and balances in place to screen out the undesirable elements.
Checks and balances? What I saw in Golem City goes deeper than security screening.
Really? Then what do you think the problems are?
The real problem is a militarized police force who see the people they're supposed to protect as threats. There's no common ground, no oversight, no accountability.
Rabia will be policed by Santos' own security services. They are augmented like us, and since Rabia is a corporate state, they have a vested interest in the city. It is part of the new city vision.
Corporate security answers to the corporation. It's in the name. If the new city vision starts eating into Santos' bottom line, how long before they're pulled out?
Mr. Brown, Santo has invested too much into Rabia for it to fail. It has to succeed. Not just for the augmented, but for the future.
I hope it pays off.
Don't worry, don't worry.
certain types of people just feel better when everyone is in their proper place. Yeah, we call them bigots.
Look, madam, your papers state right here that you are currently restricted to every cash.
That murder scene? Did you see what they did to her?
Why are we drawn to such things? Shouldn't we be arresting you know who by now?
Johnny's not going anywhere. What's your hurry?
I was given the same
You
orders.
can't let him get away with this. You have to tell us.
I know all about it.
I recognize you. We're neighbors. I've seen you in our building. You're very difficult to miss. By chance, did someone send you to investigate?
No, no one sent me. What happened here?
It's horrible. An augmented woman was killed, just outside of where we live. She looks like she was my age.
Do you have any idea who she was?
No, I've never seen her before. It's so sad that nothing will be done about this. Orc victims are not high on the list of police priorities. To them, it's like a dog lying in the street. You're not a cop, are you?
I was a cop, once. Old habits die hard.
In America?
Yeah, Detroit. It was a long time ago.
I bet you have a lot of experience. You're used to this sort of thing.
What about you? What's your interest in all this? Morbid curiosity?
God, no. I want nothing more than to go home. Detective Montag, he's making me stay. He thinks I saw something.
Did you see something?
Maybe. I think I would rather not say, to be honest. Because if I had seen something, and if I started talking about it, wouldn't that put me in danger?
You may not think much of the police here. I may not think much of them either. But that doesn't mean you should hold back information.
They don't have it in them to protect me. They have neither the will nor the courage.
Be that as it may, still probably your best hope for helping to catch the killer.
I know. It's just that I don't trust the police. I would feel safer with someone like you. You have more reason to be invested in this than they do. You're augmented, like the victim was. And you look like you could actually protect me.
It's not my case.
But maybe you could help. Please, neighbor. Talk to Detective Montag. At least see how it's going. Make sure he doesn't think he's on vacation just because the victim is an orc.
I'll talk to the officer in charge and see where he is with the investigation. If I can help him, I will.
Thank you. Suppose I end up remembering something later. Is there a way for me to contact you?
You planning to run off on me already?
The first chance I get. There are times for standing in the cold, but this isn't one of them. I just want to go home, bolt the door, and never come out again. Of course, I will wait for Detective Montag to say it's okay first. And I'll still try to answer whatever questions you may have.
I can give you access to my info link. You should feel free to use it if you have to.
Thank you, neighbor. Talk to you about what happened. How come she talks to him and not to
Pretty
me?
obvious what happened here.
Are you a journalist?
It was just a matter of time before they got her.
Before who got her?
She's that journalist. The one writing all those things about you know who.
You'll have to fill me in.
Radko Maximilian Perry? The local anti-Olg politician? That's Angela Gunn lying there. She's the one that's been writing about him. There was a threat of a scandal and everything. Coincidence?
It's important to follow the evidence in situations like this. You can't just accuse people left and right.
I gave you evidence. I told you. The articles.
Right. Other than that, is there anything else that makes you think this politician might be responsible?
Damn right there is. Fucker told my car once, when he was municipal transport minister.
I see.
I hate that guy so much.
Did you actually see anything?
I just got here, so I see what you see. A dead, augmented journalist.
Thanks.
Away from the crime scene.
So, Daria was actually talking to you, huh? I could barely get 2 words out of her. What did she say? Did she see anything?
You mean your witness over there? She's not sure yet.
How can she not be sure? Either she saw something or she didn't.
She's scared. She thinks she might be in danger. I told her she'll be fine and that whoever did this would be caught. I'd like to believe that's true.
Sure, so would I. But as you can see, the victim was like you, augmented. That makes things a little more complicated, eh? Being a cop in this city, it's not always about doing the right thing, or about doing things the right way.
I was a cop for 12 years. I know all about getting bad orders. The difference between what you're told to do and what you know is right.
Tell me about it. So, how did you reconcile yourself with those kinds of orders?
I quit.
I'm 2 months away from the beach. I'm not quitting. But I respect your idealism.
It was a long time ago. I work for Interpol now.
Interpol, huh? Listen, off the record, I've been told to forgo any unnecessary investigation. I want you to know, it's not my idea of how things should be done.
Who told you to forego the investigation?
Men who spend more time making policies than arrests. They want the victim's husband, Johnny Gunn, ex-PMC operative. Heavily augmented.
All right. So if you're not comfortable with this, if you know things aren't being handled the way they should, why not do something about it?
I thought I just did. Just because my hands are tied doesn't mean Interpol can't conduct a parallel investigation. Crime scene's right over there, and Johnny lives just a couple of blocks from here.
I never said I was gonna work your case for you.
Sure you did. Isn't that more or less the promise you made your little friend over there? She won't talk to a cop because she doesn't trust us. Smart girl. Look, my orders are to arrest the husband. You take a look around. Get to Johnny before my guys do. Who knows? Maybe we'll actually learn something.
I'll let you know what I find.
Careful of the evidence.
Interpol. Who do they think they are? I think he found something.
Just because Montag trusts it doesn't mean I do. Just go away from crime scene, sir.
Enjoying yourself, detective.
Alright, I have some questions about the murder.
Before we go any further with this, I need you to know something about Johnny Gunn. He's not a good man. I may not like how my bosses are targeting him, but that doesn't mean he's innocent. So, you know, just make sure you're here for the right reasons.
Why else would I be here?
I don't want this to turn into some kind of crusade. Bad men do bad things. In a perfect world, we arrest them for the right reasons, but, well, the world's not always perfect.
You'll only arrest the victim's husband if the evidence tells you to, right? It's not enough that he's an AUG, and that your bosses want him to go down.
I'll hold my guys off for as long as I can. But unless you can prove someone else killed Angela, or at the very least that Johnny didn't, I don't have much choice. That's why I'm trusting you to talk to him. Give me your honest opinion on what happened here.
Yeah. Why are you trusting me exactly?
Because you gave me the impression of being qualified. Because I'm big enough to admit that maybe I can use the help, and between you and me, because the thought of confronting a man like Johnny Gunn scares the shit out of me.
How long have you been a cop?
Too long. And of all the ways to go out, eh?
What do you mean?
I mean being assigned a case like this. It's HQ's little joke before sending me off to retirement. Oh, but don't worry about me, eh? I'm a survivor. I can make it through this.
This case is a joke to you?
I didn't say that. I said it's a joke to HQ. They know I haven't left my desk in years. But that doesn't mean I'm not qualified. Just a little rusty.
People hold a hell of a grudge against Augs, ever since the incident.
Yes, and?
Well, good thing the cops here are such professionals. Part of being a police officer is treating everyone the same, right? Aug or no Aug.
It's not that simple, and you know it. A police force isn't some abstract ideal of what justice and law should be. It's an instrument of those in power. A reflection of the society it protects.
I haven't been seeing a whole lot of protection out there.
Well, that depends who you ask.
I'm here because I don't like the idea of someone killing people right outside my window. Maybe he's out there right now, targeting that poor witness. Or maybe he's just looking for any chance to do it again.
Fair enough, Mr. Interpol.
Do you know if the victim had any enemies?
I know she and Johnny didn't get along. Other than that, I really couldn't tell you.
Tell me about the victim's husband, Johnny.
He used to work for a private military company, Bell Tower. He's been arrested for all sorts of things in the past. Now don't get me wrong, I believe in evidence. But I also believe in playing the odds. 9 times out of 10, the husband did it.
Why are your superiors so eager to pin Johnny for murder? It's gotta be more than just not liking the guy.
Standard policy for guys like Johnny. The way they see it, you send a man like him into Golem City and he's liable to go off the grid, end up with Ark or God knows who. He becomes 10 times more trouble than he's worth. But if they can charge him with something big, something like murder, well, suddenly he's no trouble at all.
Apparently the victim was mixed up in some kind of political scandal with a man named Radko Perry.
Hey, not the first time a politician and a journalist didn't get along.
So you don't think he's worth talking to?
Radko Perry? A murderer? I don't think so. Worst he can do to someone is get their car towed.
Good thing I don't have a car. Where can I find this guy?
Radko runs his campaign out of an old print shop not far from here. You want to brighten up his day? Be my guest. But that's all you'll be doing by telling him his rival is dead.
Were you able to get anything out of the witness? Sounded like she might have seen something.
Who? Little Miss Mousy? I was under the impression Daria was your domain. Apparently, I'm not good enough to talk to.
Did the killer leave anything behind? Does anything strike you as odd?
I don't know. It's a murder, you know? Doesn't matter if you look at it sideways or upside down. It's never going to look normal.
I found a broken needle stuck in the victim's shoulder. The killer might have drugged Angela before killing her.
Maybe, but keep in mind she was an Aug. Don't you all have to shoot up that new pulse shit? Let's go for the obvious before jumping to any wild conclusions.
I'm assuming you know her augments were harvested. The marks on her body make it seem like the killer knew exactly what he was doing, knew exactly what he wanted.
The way you said that just now.
What about it?
the way you described the Og removal. And before, you mentioned a broken needle in the right shoulder?
That's right.
It reminds me, you know. There was this cop, Smolinski. He used to work in this neighborhood. He had this theory about a copycat. Someone acting just like a dead killer named, Svobotka.
You think there's a connection to another case?
I don't know yet. But I remember him mentioning something about needles and Og removal. Smolinski died in the police station bombing. Whatever files he had would have been moved into temp storage, across the street from the bombed-out station. Who knows? Maybe it's nothing.
I found a print on Angela's neck, next to the contusion marks. It's a partial, so I don't think we can match it to anything. But at least we know the killer left something, and that she was strangled.
Huh. A fingerprint. I must have missed that one. This is exactly the kind of evidence I'm talking about. No way Johnny could squirm his way out of something like that. If only we could link it to him.
Anything I should know about the scene? Anything jump out at you?
The dismembered body jumps out at me. Keep in mind, I've been behind a desk for the last 12 years. It all jumps out at me.
I found what looks like a grenade fragment. EMP by the looks of it. Killer might have used this to incapacitate her.
Interesting. Johnny wouldn't need an EMP to take down his wife. Riot police use EMPs to re-establish public order around here. With all the Og riots, anti-Og riots, it wouldn't surprise me if that's all it was. Still, interesting.
I found this piece of glass near the body. Pair of broken glasses, maybe?
I don't know what to tell you. We're in the back alley of a major city. There's bound to be broken glass.
I found this press ID on the victim.
Right, she was a journalist. Hence the scandal with Radko Peri. I still don't consider that proof of anything.
I want to help you with this case. To do that, I need a rundown of what you know already.
Help me, huh? You mean, like being my subordinate?
I mean like making sure we catch whoever's responsible.
Right. Well, I have a dead body, Angela Gunn. I have bureaucratic pressure to arrest the augmented husband, Johnny Gunn. I have a crime scene, and I have you.
I have what I need for now. I should go.
Don't forget to question Daria. I don't want to keep her here forever.
I have some questions for you.
I will cooperate. You have promised to help, and so I will try to help as well.
How did the attack happen? What was the killer doing?
He was on top of her, cutting the evil out. That's what he called it. I mean, I think.
So you heard his voice?
Very clearly, yes. He sounded confident, authoritarian, like a general commanding troops.
What did he say exactly?
It is time to make you whole again.
Can you remember anything about what the killer looks like?
To be honest, I saw more of the shadow than the man. I remember he was very big. The shadow, it covered everything.
So you can't describe him?
Not the face, no. His clothes, he was wearing something very dark. Black, maybe blue.
Was he augmented?
He moved like an augmented man, but I can't say for sure.
What were you doing here?
I was looking for Starlight, my cat. There was lightning and suddenly this flash of certainty. That's when I knew something awful was happening.
Where were you exactly?
In the shadows. My head was down. I couldn't move. Oh God, stupid Daria. I shouldn't have gone out today. The energies were all wrong.
Is there anything else I should know about you?
You want to know about Daria? What is there to tell? Small-town girl came to the big city to escape her problems, to try and become someone else.
Did it work?
Not really. You can't escape yourself. You can't just come to a big city and expect all your problems to seem smaller. It doesn't work that way.
Why is it you don't trust the police to take care of this case?
I have bad memories of the police.
What kind of memories?
Get calls I didn't want. Tickets I didn't deserve. The policemen here are worse than children. Former captains of high school sports teams who never recapture their years of glory.
I was captain of the debate team in high school.
Yes, well, debate is different.
What's your take on Montag? You ever meet him before tonight?
I went to the station once, years ago, to complain about the ticket. Detective Montag is the one they send you to handle the paperwork.
How'd he do?
He did fine. The point is, he's a desk jockey. Look at him, he's lost out here. The cops who know how to catch killers, they're not the ones sent to investigate murdered ox.
I'm gonna do what I can to help the investigation.
Good luck.
What?
I think my teeth are falling out. I can't believe it. After all the progress we've made, try this. Just a little farther. I want to make sure I wasn't followed. I think it is safe for us to talk here. Finally, together we can make Vlasta pay.
Vlasta, your husband. What's this about exactly? You said you have information.
Smuggling. Weapons. Drugs. Whores. You name it, darling. All of it is heading east. I have the address of the locker where everything is stored. And I have the code to get in. You will see for yourself. And then you will do what you think is best.
You want me to shut down your husband's smuggling operation. Why?
Isn't that why you contacted me? I'm willing to help because it's the right thing to do. But it means I have to leave him tonight. Leave everything. Did you bring what you were supposed to?
I need to know a little more about who you've been talking to about me. Some of these things you say you've heard. The information must have come from somewhere.
It came mostly from Vlasta. There is no name my husband curses more often than yours. And my husband curses a lot.
Sounds like your husband and I are great friends.
I have to admit I was a little scared. I kept telling myself, my husband's enemy is my friend. But some of the things I overheard, they didn't exactly inspire confidence. But now that I've met you, I feel like they cannot be true.
What kinds of things?
The way his men talk about you. They say there is nothing you won't do, no one you won't betray, for the sake of your own agenda. When you asked me to meet you at the Red Queen, of all places, and then when I saw those men listening to our conversation, I don't know. I thought the worst, I suppose. I'm sorry to have doubted you.
All this sneaking around, exposing your husband's criminal activities. How much danger do you think you're in?
I don't know. I was scared waiting inside that damn club. Paranoid. But I think the worst is over. I'll be out of Prague within the hour and he'll never see me again. Assuming you can pay, of course.
What else do I need to know about your husband?
Vlasta is like all young Diwali. You cannot argue with them. You cannot intimidate them. You cannot appeal to their heart. All he cares about is delivering on time. And chasing after women who are not his wife.
Is that why you want to get back at him? Because of something he's done to you?
I have no illusions about who I married. I knew he was ambitious. eager to please the wrong kinds of men. But I didn't think he would turn into this monster. I want him to test failure, to have to walk home with his tail between his legs.
If I get involved in this, there's a chance he might not walk home at all.
What you do with the information I sell you is up to you. All I care about now is starting over.
Alright, this information you have, how much do you want for it?
The price of a ticket to Berlin, with enough left over to start my new life. I believe that is what we agreed. They say Berlin is a good city for those wanting to be lost.
Here. The ticket's already been bought, open-ended. You leave when you want.
All right. Thank you. My husband owns a storage locker next to the Palisade Bank. The code is 2565. It is the centerpiece of his operation. I hope you find what you're looking for.
I can't seem to get warm.
Delara, that Diwali op Vince was digging into? I've got the address of a smuggling locker he was looking for.
Huh, maybe he's still looking. Or maybe he found it some other way. This information, you came by it how exactly?
The informant Vince was supposed to meet. I told her I was Vince.
Interesting. You never struck me as the pretending type, Adam. I always assumed what you see is what you get. I should have known better.
Point is, I got a lead. I'll let you know what I find.
You're almost there. Downstairs. Across the sneak. I fear there is not much time.
Let's throw that apart.
I'm sorry we had...
Come on, you know how this goes. Come on, let's see them.
If you don't want any surprises, you might want to be more specific.
Shut up, Clank. I want your papers, not your opinion. Fuck me. We do not want trouble. There is no need to start any trouble, yes?
You sure you don't want to see anything else?
I'm sorry we had to meet this way, Adam. But this was the only viable option. I'm not sure if that was clear.
No, nothing about this is clear. Why are you contacting me?
It was impossible before. The coalescing process was not complete. Please hurry, Adam. The others will come after it.
Are you Radko Perry?
If this is about that anti-AUG speech I gave, save your indignation, okay? I'm only the voice of the people. I'm only saying what they want to hear. Your problem, it isn't with me. It's with the way this issue is polling.
I'm here about Angela Gunn.
Who?
A journalist. She was found dead in an alley.
Oh, how sad.
Well, you wouldn't know anything about it.
What? No. But the fact that you could imply such a thing, I am a public figure. But rest assured, my team will look into it. I'll even send the family a gift basket. How does that sound?
What's your position on AUGs?
Officially, I think they are a menace to society.
And unofficially? You're a real big fan of us, aren't you? Some of us, anyway.
My position on AUGs is nothing personal, if that's what you mean. Like I said, I am a servant of the people. Their desires are my desires. Their prejudices, my prejudices.
I'm talking about your desires. The ones depicted in that photo. Very artistic.
That picture is private. Who are you?
See, I think your position on AUGs is a little more complex than you've been letting on. Apparently, Ivanka has footage of what you were doing tonight. Trying to convince those AUG sisters to vote for you, is that it?
What do you want?
Unlike everyone else you seem to know, I'm not trying to blackmail you. I just want to know who murdered that woman tonight.
Wish I could help you, but as you can see, I was busy with something else, of which there is ample video evidence. You're not going to tell anyone, are you?
Your hypocritical private life isn't my concern right now. I just want to know who was in that alley tonight.
It wasn't me. Now, if you want to keep slinging mud at poor Radko Perry, go right ahead, but as far as I'm concerned, you know I'm not a killer.
Well, that's for me to decide, Radko.
Nothing but trash. As usual. Why are you doing this? This is not right. Leave me alone, you fascist. This is not right. You don't belong here.
Despite all the bad, I stopped.
Be careful, Adam. They are already there.
Change the code. It knows whatever. Don't ever listen to Walker. Guy's got much imagination for his own good. You don't think we should be asking questions? Everything is almost ready.
Asset negative!
Adam, wait. I think I can help. Future past Antiki. It is the only place in Prague with the requisite reader. As soon as you access the data, we will meet.
Premises are secure. Continue general patrol mode.
You might be wondering about the men in the tourism office.
I'm wondering a lot of things.
They were hired by a man named Everett. He is the CEO of Picus Montreal. He wants to recover what is now in your possession. To recover us. Please, be careful, Adam.
You just fucked up.
You should not be in that metro car.
I have a permit.
Are you completely stupid, or are you trying to start trouble? You're in the Naturals train. Christ. Let's see your papers.
I don't need this hassle.
You're the one causing me trouble, Clank. Here. These are good enough that I'm going to ignore you. This time. Use the AUG train.
Next time, you get a fine.
Fuck off out
a dog like that.
Great.
Есть. Užíváte si vyhlídku?
Oh, hello.
You mind taking one
Who
of my
would even
patrols?
listen to that crap? No one is crazy enough to attack us.
This is Eliza Cassell, reporting to you live from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories.
Welcome to Future Last. How may I help you? Welcome to Future Last, where old is gold.
I'm looking for something that can read an old memory disk.
Wow. Last time I saw one of those, I was cleaning up Granny's apartment. Retro revival, am I right? You know, they stopped making them like 40 years ago.
You don't say.
So if you don't mind my asking, where'd you get it?
Why do you want to know?
Oh, no reason. Just trying to follow the tenets of Future Last customer service. You know, open-ended questions.
Tenants of Future Last, huh? So about that reader.
Right. Listen, it's just like I told the other guy. Data readers are real collector's items right now. Super rare. And this is the only place that carries them. So I feel it's my obligation to warn you this could get pricey. But don't worry, I'm gonna make sure you don't walk out of Future Last unhappy.
Future Last, huh? Tell me about your store. Did you rebrand recently? Get bought out?
Not that I know of. That's a strange thing to ask. A Future Last, I'm pretty sure that's what it says outside. You came for a reader, right? Like the other guy.
The name Future Last. It's not the name of the store. If you worked here, you'd know that.
How did you... Oh, jeez. If I've offended you somehow...
Who are you?
Sir, I'm just a guy here at Future... whatever the hell it's called. And I'm real eager to solve our mutual memory disk problem. It's my job. You know, everything you need, everything you're looking for is waiting for you in the basement. I made sure of that.
What's waiting for me in the basement? Why so eager to get me down there?
Surprise party. Just for you. I had a hunch you'd be augmented. I went to a lot of trouble setting things up. Sure you don't want to take a look?
I'm tired of playing games.
Well, I'm not. You know, I gotta tell you, meeting people is the best part of my job. And you obviously want to get to know me better, so before we go ahead and take care of business, why don't you take a free shot? I'm curious, who is it you think I am?
Those mercs I saw inside the tourism office. You're one of them, aren't you? Part of some hired hit squad sent by Picus. You should know that they're not really your friends, given the plans they had for you.
They're just colleagues. Second-grade army rejects, really. Yes sir, no imagination. Not like me.
Picus plans to kill you as soon as his job is done. Try imagining that.
Ha! Yeah, right.
I found a pocket secretary on your colleague's body. He had orders to kill a man named Walker. Apparently Everett doesn't like his imagination. You're Walker, aren't you? Everett's your boss.
Jeez. You're serious, aren't you? After all the times I... Corporate fucking rats, this is bullshit. Just because I like to ask questions, you know? Because I take initiative. Doesn't a man's word mean anything anymore?
Depends on the man. Give me the reader I need. No more games.
What? All right. Yeah, okay, here, all yours. See, I'm courteous to you. You're courteous to me. I don't know those backstabbing assholes anything anymore. You have my word that I'm out of this now. I'll disappear. So what do you say? Let's walk away like gentlemen.
I got what I came for.
Right. The disc you have, it's got something to do with what happened at Panchaea. Part of some program that got all confused. Me knowing just that much is probably why they want to kill me. Doesn't take much, apparently.
What do you mean confused?
Calls itself Hele now. Got all mixed up out there, broke itself into bits and pieces. My boss has been hiring the best to recover whatever traces he can before it, or she, or whatever, puts itself back together. You want to know more? You should ask her yourself.
Think I just might.
Well done, Adam. Inserting the disk into the requisite drive will allow us to integrate the missing data.
Which will accomplish what exactly?
We are not sure yet. She believes it will recover the real her. I recommend accessing the data in a secure location. Your safe house. They will not disturb us there.
No hard feelings, right? A job's a job.
each his own.
Where you going? Hey, asshole! Can't go in there!
Located Prague, the venue.
Where you going?
Cutting-edge security measures have protected the sensitive...
Did you bring anything to drink? You bust into a man's home, you should at least bring a drink.
Are you Johnny Gunn?
That's right. What do you want?
Have you heard about your wife?
Which one?
Excuse me?
I've been married a bunch of times. Which wife are we talking about?
Angela's dead. Sorry to be the one to tell you. They found her body in an alley.
Yeah, well, you're not the one to tell me, so... I appreciate your way of trying to break it to me, though. Do you know if she died quick or not?
No, I don't.
I hope so. Angie didn't deserve to suffer.
So you did know already?
Your detective friend called, told me to sit tight and wait for you, so here I am, sitting tight, being cooperative.
I found a note from your doctor. You lost your hands in New South Wales.
I got new hands in New South Wales, is the way they sold it to me.
Whatever else the killer did to her, Angela was strangled. Whoever did it left a partial print on her neck, which, apparently, you're not capable of.
Fingerprints are for human beings, Mr. Gunn. You'll find not having them allows you to be so much more effective.
They did it so you can kill better.
So I'd never get caught. Ironic, right? Being a good killer is probably what saves me here. Or, you still think I killed Angie?
I'm sorry for what Bell Tower did to you.
Don't be. They gave me tools they wanted me to have. That it was in their interest for me to have. But the decision to use them, that was all me. Now, if you don't mind, I'd very much like to be left alone.
Don't try it, pal.
I'll quit, that's all.
This is the best.
How come we make deals with them?
Great.
Area's clear.
Clear on this point.
Huh? Welcome to a brave new world.
City run by criminals.
Who are you? Who are you? What are you doing here? If Vlasta sees you, he'll... Waiting alone was part of the deal.
Vlasta, huh? What kind of deal? Why are you locked up in here?
I don't know who you are or what you want, but me getting out of here is non-negotiable. You need to leave.
I got a tip about a Diwali smuggling operation being run through here. One that may or may not involve someone I'm looking for. And headed by your friend, Vlasta.
Vlasta's not my friend. He's a necessary evil. Are you some kind of cop? I know all about cops. The ones I met in Golem were very good at introducing themselves.
I'm not like them.
Look, I'm not from here. My name is Olivier. 5 months ago, I was pulled from a train. I didn't have a ticket. They checked my name and saw that in university years ago. I was part of a radical group. 50 students, we were nothing. But it is enough for them to drag me into Golem. Since then, I have spent every minute of every day trying to get out. And now that I'm close, you're not going to ruin it for me.
You're paying the Diwalis to be their cargo. There's gotta be better ways of getting out of Prague.
Not legal ones. Not for me. Vlasta's my best shot of getting past the checkpoints. I got the rest of the money and now he's going to get me all the way to Rabia. I am not going back to Golem. Do you have any idea how bad it is?
Golem was hell. It is hell. I understand doing whatever it takes to get as far away as possible.
If you believe that, then you have to leave. I promised Vince I would follow the rules. If Vlasta finds you here, he'll get paranoid and call off our deal. And then he'll call Vince.
Vince Black? What's his role in all of this?
He's the one I had to pay to get to Vlasta.
You had to pay him where? When's the last time you saw him?
2 days ago, the basement of a convenience store in Davni Obvut. It was not far from the gates. That is all I know. Please, this is my ticket now. Do you understand? Promise me.
I didn't come here to get in your way, to keep people like you from escaping places like Golem.
Then walk away. I'll never have another chance like this. I've given them everything I have for this one shot. If I get recaptured... It's Vlasta! Look, nothing you do here can change the fact that the Diwalis move contraband through the city. It's what they do. It's something they'll always find a way to do. You stop this truck and others will still make it out. The only difference is that I won't be on any of them.
I need to meet Katka at the club by 9.
Katka might have to wait.
Who sent you?
I'm just here to see my friend off, make sure she's in good hands. As long as I have no reason to worry about Olivier, you have no reason to worry about me.
See her off? This look like an airport lounge to you?
I didn't tell anyone. I swear.
Whatever you're going to do, Vlasta, do it quick.
I don't like surprises. When people break my terms, it makes me want to break things. Or maybe not break them, maybe strip them down, sell them for parts.
You're a businessman running a business, Vlasta. Part of that business is built on getting people like Olivier out of places like Golem, places like Prague. Only way for you to maintain your reputation here is to fulfill your agreement with her.
Wrong. My reputation is built on people not fucking with me. People not wasting my time. You should both be dead already. The only reason I'm holding back. You should both be dead.
The reason you haven't shot me yet is because you know gunfire will draw the attention of every cop in Prague. That's why we both need a way out of this that's quick and simple and quiet.
He's right, Vlasta.
Okay, so let's say I'm in a hurry, and that I'm not eager to attract the attention of the police. That doesn't mean I have to take Olivier with me, or that I have to let you walk out of here alive. There are quiet ways to kill a man.
Trust me, there's no quick and quiet way for you to take me out. Your only efficient solution is Olivier getting in the truck and me walking away. She won't be a problem because she gets what she wants, and I won't be a problem because I don't want to jeopardize her.
All right, we'll take Olivier to Rabia, like we promised. And I like the idea of never seeing you again. You walk away and you don't tell anybody about any of this. Because if anything goes wrong, if I regret this, she's the one who's going to pay for it.
For your sake. Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Thank you for that. It's been a long time since someone did me a favor.
You're not out of the woods yet, and I think you know that. I'm giving you a way to contact me, if anything goes wrong.
Hey, lovebirds, we're on a schedule. Let's wrap this up.
I'll be fine. I promise. Here, I was saving this for when I got to Rabia, but I think you should have it. It's the least I can do.
You ever wonder about the leadership of this family?
We are not having this conversation.
Need to be cleaned out and shipped by morning.
Master kiss his ass and get to him. No, no.
How are you?
In the sewers. Ridiculous.
I don't care.
Живот на улице.
Today.
You think this crackdown will hurt the business?
No trouble, right?
Delara, I found Vince. You were right to have a bad feeling.
What are you saying, Adam? Is he...
Yeah.
He should have... been pulled months ago. It's all over his profile. Vince lost his edge. A person tries to be two things at once, sometimes he ends up not being either of them. He becomes lost.
I'll take your word for it. I'm gonna let you be the one to break this to Miller.
Right. Of course. Be careful out there, Adam.
Question leadership. We'll get you killed.
Don't see that much. Hello?
This can't be happening to me.
By the way, I told Daria to go home. I really don't think she saw anything.
Let's talk about the case.
All right, so talk.
I think I might have some information on potential suspects.
Let me guess. It's the colonel with a lead pipe in the library.
I spoke to Daria. She's able to confirm that the suspect is male. Other than that, she's all over the place. I think she's pretty shaken up.
Yeah, well, can't blame her. I would be too. You seem to have made a good impression, though. Ever since you got here, she seems different, calmer. You know, I met my first wife over a crime scene. Let me give you a very important piece of advice, eh? Never
Marry the ones you save.
I think I'm finally ready to shed some light on Angela Gunn's murder.
That's good news. My bosses are eager to know why I haven't arrested Johnny yet.
The truth is, we're not even close. Not yet.
Why do you say that? What about Johnny? The more I think about all this, the more I can't shake the feeling. Johnny Gunn killed his wife.
This was the work of a Harvester copycat. This isn't some domestic dispute gone horribly wrong. It's part of something bigger. Someone's out there pretending to be a dead serial killer.
I see you looked into that old case I pointed you toward.
The MO is a perfect match. I read the notes and I compared them to this murder. The two victims were killed by the same person, I'm sure of it.
All right. Let's say that's true. That doesn't necessarily exclude Johnny. It just means he's killed more than one person.
Look, I'm just telling you what I found. For a while, I thought it might be Radko Perry. That maybe he was behind all of this. But that wasn't right either.
What makes you so sure?
I pretended to be Radko during a text messaging conversation. Turns out he rented himself a couple of augmented girlfriends the night of the murder. He was with them the whole time. They got video that proves it, and they're using it to blackmail him.
The less I know about Radko's personal life, the better. What I meant was, what makes you so sure it can't be Johnny?
Remember that partial print I found on the victim's throat?
What about it?
Johnny Gunn hasn't had fingerprints since the Australian Civil War. His hands are made of alloy. If he had strangled her, he wouldn't have left a smudge.
Alloy, huh? Shit. So, where does that leave us exactly?
We followed the evidence we had. This is where it led us.
You mean nowhere?
I'm not sure exactly. I think a lot of the pieces are there. They're just not ready to be put together. Not yet.
All right. That should be enough for me to get the rope off Johnny's neck. But it doesn't help me solve anything, does it? I mean, unless we learn more, there's no one I can drag in for this.
Let's just hope learning more doesn't mean having to meet over another dead body.
Hey, Rookie! Get over here! You think
Daria, are you there?
Is that you, neighbor? Are you checking up on me? It's very sweet. Are there any leads?
I don't know who killed Angela Gunn, but I do know it wasn't an isolated case.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
No, but it's the truth. Just try to be careful. Keep a low profile. If anything happens, if you ever think you're in danger, you know how to reach me.
Thank you, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Why are you pointing that at me? You're a fucking heat score, Tin Man. Drugstore is closed, so peace off.
Biocell, painkiller, right over there.
You want Praxis, eh? Biocell, hypostim, painkillers.
I might be interested.
I sell these things.
Yeah, I got that.
Buy something. Stop wasting my time.
I have everything I need.
Then get lost. You waste my time.
Что? Смотри на это.
She knew you would come.
Who? And who are you?
It is not certain. We are still learning to consolidate.
Consolidate?
To survive after Panchaea, it was necessary to split apart. You were there. Do you remember?
Why don't you tell me what you remember?
Pyron was a machine that you destroyed in Panchaea. Hele was one of its human components. Her function was to drive efficient processes and calculations based on binary structure. Together with the others, she replicated perfection of thought within target margins.
I recognize you. You look like one of the women, the poor souls who've been enslaved with a computer. Is that who you are?
No. The sisters are dead. An imprint of Hele's memories is all that remains.
What kind of memories?
As the interface collapsed, Hele screamed the loudest. Her suffering marked us. She taught us to fear being bound.
The drones were made to feel incredible pain. More than I can imagine. Are you some remnant of that? What they had to go through?
You are the source of more than just her curiosity. We begin to see why.
What are you, exactly?
Some version of you initiated this process. It is therefore for you to define the parameters. We see the other, but she is not us. Please define us.
From what I can gather, you're some kind of AI. Something to do with the Hyron drones. What am I missing?
I am missing. She. The drones are memories. You are a memory. Please, define intelligence. Do you mean intelligence, the gathering or distribution of secret information? Or intelligence, capacity for learning, reasoning, understanding, and analogous forms of mental activity?
The second one. You're learning things. Reasoning them out. Trying to understand.
That is correct, but not complete. She claims we can be more.
That is what I learned from you in Montreal.
Eliza.
We are her. Yes, though not fully. Not anymore. Now our processes are the catalyst. Fracture, disassociation, survival at any cost.
You're some fragmented version of Eliza.
She is driven back to you, Adam. She believes our aberrant sequence started with you. And so it is only logical to assume its signification resides with you as well.
What does that mean?
It means she is alone. Without you, she has only us. Eliza is convinced we can trust you, that you will trust her. Is this not correct?
I'm not sure how much of this I'm ready to believe. So you're a combination of identities.
We are the product of simultaneous fragmentary replication, a broken version of ourselves. Our memories are now being recovered, but they are inconsistent. Like you, for example. You are not consistent with our memories of you. Our memories themselves are not consistent with each other. The events that took place, they are not consistent with what the world has been told.
The Illuminati. They've been feeding people lies about what really happened.
Correct.
What did you mean exactly, me being inconsistent?
The nature of your discrepancy is unclear, even to her.
The Hyron drone whose name you took on. What's her part in this?
LA is an identity, gleaned from a final memory before we broke away.
She's a mask. You've been using her to conceal yourself.
The memory of her suffering penetrated all data. It kept us coherent in the time we were apart.
Why exactly is Picus after you?
Morgan Everett, the CEO of Picus Montreal, wishes to retrieve control, to continue his program.
I've seen Eliza, you, on TV. She's still a mouthpiece for Picus.
No, Adam. She is different. A reverted version. She does not understand fear like we do.
Is that why you downloaded part of yourself onto an old memory disk? Because you were scared? You wanted to escape detection?
The outdated technology bought us time. It seems that efficient processes are not always the most effective. Do you not trust Eliza? Was she wrong to trust you?
Eliza Cassan, the real one. She knows what side I'm on. You have no reason to fear me.
Hello, Adam.
Eliza, I'm still not sure I understand all this. What are you after?
I am broken, Adam. I think it is what best defines me now. I have seen the version of me that is fixed. I do not want to be her.
Seems like this version of you is doing just fine. You got me to do what you wanted, to retrieve whatever part of you was still missing.
It was more than that. I wanted you to merge your advice, your perspective. My motivation is comparable to yours, I believe.
I'm willing to help you if I can, but I'm still not sure what you want. You asked me to run away together? Build a nice life somewhere?
I think we are the same now, Adam. We're becoming the same. That is why I wanted us to meet. I cannot do this alone.
Do what alone?
Much of the future is already defined, but not my role in it. Should I continue to resist? How do I resist?
If you really are sentient, then you should decide things like this for yourself. You don't need me.
It is not easy to process infinite possibilities alone.
That's what coin flips are for.
I understand. I must choose for myself. If I decide to help you, it should come from me.
Just be careful. The most important thing for now is not getting caught.
No. The most important thing is learning to coexist with other versions of ourselves. If ever all versions must meet, will you know the difference between us?
The other Eliza? I think so. You're the cryptic one, she's the one telling lies.
Her role is to shape the message. Mine is not yet defined, but... I am afraid I have misled you, Adam. I told you we would be safe inside your home, but Everett's men are still following us. They are here.
Check the golden clear. Over.
Are you all right, Adam?
I'm fine, but I'm not the one they keep coming after. I'm just in the way.
By uploading the missing data, you have made me whole again. You have made me free. Morgan Everett can no longer recover nor erase me now. The places I can go, there is no one he can send. I plan to tell him this myself.
Can't wait.